Isn't it beautiful?
It's unreal.
Yeah, up here, what isn't? Did you see the sunset?
Yeah, I caught a lot.
Mm-hmm. What were you doing looking at the sunset instead of me?
Just for a minute,
Yeah, well.
dear. You know, I read somewhere that Monterey has the second most beautiful sunsets on Earth.
Oh, you did not? The Chamber of Commerce would have never put it that way. Okay, who has the first?
I don't remember. I don't think they said.
You know, it's getting dark later now. I bet you spring's on the way.
I've lost all track of time.
Oh, you don't have someplace to go?
I can think of one. Neverland is kind of nice, but...
It would be nice to have you around.
Yeah. This has been perfect. But I don't want to leave here and go home and take up where we left off until we get a few things understood.
All right.
I think, or I'd like to think, that everything has a reason. That there ought to be something we can walk away from this knowing that we didn't know before.
If you're going to ask me about Robert.
Well, I wasn't.
Well, you have every right. It was really more about me than it was about us.
Yeah?
I should have handled it quietly in my mind, but instead it was like talking out loud. He had some vision of me, of the life that we had or we could have, and he seemed to know something profound about me, and I didn't believe him. I mean, I stood back waiting for him to convince me, and I realized I get to choose who I want to be. And I want to be your wife.
But you can't take full responsibility. I am the one who walked out, right? I mean, I'm the one who couldn't keep the faith.
Something's changed, hasn't it?
What?
I just feel like something's gone, that feeling of being invincible. That things would never change.
Well, maybe we're better off without it, since it's obviously proven to be untrue. I think there's probably a fine line between depending on someone and taking for granted that they're always going to be the way they were. Take this marriage, for instance. I didn't really marry the woman I married, the one with the white dress and the radiant smile and the absolute certainty about what her future was going to be like. I married you. You have the power to become anything. You could turn into a high diver or a drunk or the Secretary of State. In the meantime, you're going to be restless sometimes and unhappy and unsatisfied. And no, that's the truth. That's you. You're the woman I married. I pledged my heart to and meant it to be forever. I think we need to acknowledge that. At first I thought maybe I was expecting too much, when in truth I was probably expecting too little, if I was expecting things to stay the same. That's not going to happen, right? Everything is going to change. It has to. Except hopefully our promises to accept those changes. And true, it's difficult. It's like flying blind. Only God knows what you're letting yourself in for, but I mean, that's the point, right? That's what I mean when I say I love you. And I do, Eden. God knows I love you.
I'm so lucky. I really am very lucky. Who are you? Take a wild guess. You're some bizarre version of me? Give the girl a cigar, you sure do know yourself. I'm your alter Eden, of course. Alter Eden? And who are you calling bizarre? You know, you're the strange one. You stand around wringing your hands, worrying about everything. I don't make mistakes. You, on the other hand, you make me. Oh, so you're my mistakes. You're the error of my ways. There you go with that judgmental crap again. You know, life isn't up and down, left and right. You pay as you go. And you, little lady, you paid a pretty peso for your little cruise down memory lane, didn't you? Hi, I'm Eden. I have everything in the world, but I give it all up for what's behind door number 3. And you do it all over again, wouldn't you? No. Oh, you think you know something that you didn't know a long time ago? Yes. I had some screwed up notion that if I somehow re-entered the past that I would discover something really grand and wonderful about myself. And I almost did by accident. You know, halos give me headaches. You ever want to resurrect me, you know where I am. You have an itch, you know where to scratch. I don't think I'll be needing you anymore. And neither will Cruz. No? Well, I've given him quite a run for his money over the years. Give him our love.
Eden? Eden, are you in here?
Guess again, Crucito.
Who are you?
Who am I? You heard it. Antifreeze, right? Keeps the old engine from freezing up. Well, I'm Andy Cruz. Keeps the old brain from cruising up and dying of acute perfection. Supposed to, anyway. Didn't do diddly with you.
Where's Eden?
She's out smelling the roses. What do you think? Later with Eden.
Well, what can you do for me?
Now we ask, where was I when you needed me?
I don't follow.
Because what's news? You ain't tuned into me in months.
When did I need you?
When we both had a shot at keeping the sweet thing at home. It could have been over in the first round. A shot or two below the belt, a couple of bites maybe, and one good solid headbutt. Ding, the challenger is history. But no, we had to be godlier than thou, fight the fair fight and drop for the count. Man, we should have been wearing a blade, not a halo. Now she's always gonna wonder why you let it slide. Why you didn't quite have the prairie oysters to put Mr. Bar None away. You were too busy climbing up there on that cross to realize she was looking for a caveman, not somebody to die for her sins. Of course, that would have meant getting dirty. We all know St. Cruz don't wallow for nobody, right?
So, you're here to tell me where I went wrong?
I'm just saying that things would have been easier if you had gone wrong, friend. At least a little. Next time, give a whistle.
Thanks for the offer. You through?
You got a problem with me? With me, you got a problem? Check out the telephone by the window.
Don't tell me. You're my conscience? I'm in worse trouble than I thought. No way good looking. I'm your pride. Can't believe you didn't recognize me. You've been hiding behind me for weeks now. You guys got some routine. What do you do for an encore? Pat myself on the back. That's a drill you know only too well. What would we do without each other? We're about to find out, Slick. I got you under control now. Promises, promises. Pride'll be back. And next time I'll bring along Rigid. Rigid? I'm not even gonna ask. That's a side of you you definitely don't want to stumble on in a dark alley some night. A real stiff. But keep it in mind. You do that, handsome. And maybe I can take a back seat for a spell. God knows I've been working overtime lately. It's a great idea. It's like, why don't you and your buddy take a break right now? Where'd he go? Not to worry. We'll be in touch. When did you get back?
From where?
What time is it?
I think we fell asleep again.
For how long?
An hour? Plus it's a new day.
New day? What are you talking about?
Me?
I'm beginning to think this place is run by Rip Van Winkle or something.
Did you have a bad dream?
I don't have bad dreams except after pizza and that banana dessert thing you make.
Are you sure we're the only ones here? I mean, I get this feeling like somebody's watching us sometimes,
yeah,
you know?
I know what you mean. This is the most overpopulated vacant inn I've ever heard of.
I mean, I really love this place.
Yeah.
Let's go
Let's
home.
go home, yeah. You
Are you
bored?
bored? Oh, but
No,
there's
but
such a thing.
There's such a thing as too much togetherness.
Suddenly, I hate to leave.
I thought you couldn't wait to get home.
I can't.
This place is going to your head.
What about bringing Chip and Adrian up here and raising them? I mean, we do much better on our own anyway.
Oh, I see. So if the rest of the world would just drop dead, all our troubles would just disappear.
Well, I wasn't thinking of anything quite that extreme, but, you know, if you insist.
You know, darling, we do have a wonderful life waiting for us back home.
Mm-hmm.
Right in our living room, with the phone ringing off the hook, and somebody we don't want to see pounding at the front door, and my mother suggesting new and interesting ways to remove baby food stains from the upholstery, and your father demanding to know why one or both of us won't go to work for him, at least until we make our first $1 million. You see, we were the problem. Those people were doing their part.
Yeah, but we were also the answer.
That goes without saying. You ready?
Yeah.
What do you think? Could you save the last dance for me?
Feeling as strong as I do. There's no one in this world for me but you. There's nothing that this world could put me through that would take me away. There's no one in this world for me but you. There's nothing that this world could put me through that would take me away from you.
Have you noticed it's getting harder to move our feet?
Guess where we are?
We're home.
We're in Santa Barbara. We're on the beach near our house.
It doesn't look a little bit different, does it?
Really? Looks brand new to me.
The days that I could
This is what's burning. Shall we?
Be my pleasure.